Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Maze style. The FIBA 3x3 U18 World Cup is again in Debrecen, right in the heart of Kusut Square. And this year, again, we've had some crazy highlights, some great games, some great young talent showing out. The rules of 3x3, if you didn't know them, we gave you a quick recap of what you need to know for the most important basics. I'll be there if you need anything. Don't worry, I got your back. Women's bracket pool B, that's what we're going to be dealing with at this moment. Germany undefeated, France going 1-1, losing against Spain, Spain going 1-1, losing against Germany, Hungary going 1-1 and trying to do what the boys managed to do, which is steal away a spot in the quarterfinals in Pool B in the men's bracket. Croatia and Latvia cleaned up the plate and claimed a ticket to the quarterfinals. But now the question is, who will finish top seed in Pool B? And they're going to settle this like men. Croatia and Latvia will match up today, and we'll see who will take the prize to finish top of Pool B. So I hope you're well rested, well sustained, that you got your drinks, your snacks, that you're comfortable in your seats. Angelo Tsagarakis, your host. You can follow me on all social media platforms. It's not difficult to find me, but I'm not the one you need to follow first. You need to follow all social media platforms of FIBA 3x3 at FIBA 3x3. It is that easy. Don't miss out on the action. Daily updates, daily highlights, so many events to follow. As a matter of fact, in Debrecen, we had the Women's Series, and right after the World Cup, we're going to have the World Tour stop in Debrecen. So I'm telling you, it is what it is. The one and only 3x3 basketball sport. So, Hungary. Tough task trying to beat out Spain, a very, very physical and talented España team. Spain demolished Turkmenistan 21-4, and they got shocked. Beat by Germany 12-11. It was a tough matchup. Defense took over the offense on both sides, but Spain couldn't come up on top, and now they have a tough schedule ahead of them today. They got Hungary and they got France. They're going to start with the home crowd's favorite, Hungary, playing at home out here in Debrecen. Spain, a very balanced team. Danger comes from everywhere, but you better keep an eye out for Garcia Monge, leading scorer of Team Spain so far in this competition with 9 points. Followed real close by Nogues Martin and Zubiaga Rojo with both 8 points. Telling you, Team Spain, the danger comes from everywhere. And if you thought that Rivas Palmer was just here to be carried by her teammates, no. 7 points for her personal account. So when you play against Team España, you got to worry about everybody. When I say everybody, I say everybody. For Team Hungary, the brightest spot is clearly Mejerosh, number 14. Mejerosh finished her first 2 games in day 1 of action for Team Hungary in their bracket on the women's side with 10 points. So the family Mejerosh representing well for Hungary in this tournament, as her brother is on the men's team. You see the referees, Yang Zhu from China and Maxence Carizedo from France. Sinka Palinkas, 9 points for her personal account as well. And Naji with 7. So Hungary is also a very balanced team. So it's all about Pool B now in both men and women's bracket. We're going to finish up as we should. Inside, Team España starting off with the muscle. Rias Palmer with the first bucket for Team Hungary. Ross throws an MS, gives it inside for the nice finish. Tough bucket from Victoria Nagy. Nice little handoff action. Trying to speed up, not finding the angle though. On the glass. Garanogues Martin. Keep possession for Team Spain though. Top of the key. Good defense by Tozer Nemes. The ball did not connect on the rim. And Hungary will recover possession of the rock. Tozer Nemes has been the most discreet player offensively for Team Hungary. He gets blocked right here by Rios Palmer. Only 3 points after 2 games for Tozer Nemes. Tozer Nemes, who has World Cup experience from last year, and beautiful spin and left-hand finish from Victoria Nagy. Let's not forget, if Team Hungary beats Spain today, it would be a big upset. Team Spain, bronze medalist 2 years ago. Right here, Inca Sud Square. Last year, Spain finished 12th. Hungary finished 16th. So both teams want to beat out this mark for sure. Ooh, almost troubled there. Good defense once again. Mejarosh boxes out any Spanish lady willing to try to save that ball. So it's a slow start offensively, obviously, but you know what's at stake for both teams. And what I called, since the beginning of the tournament, the group of death. This was a nice move. Hungary up to Rivas Palmer, draws the foul on Mejarosh. Mejarosh has her hands full trying to match up with a much bigger, much stronger Rivas Palmer down low. Rivas Palmer knocks it down. Naji, good move. How did she get that to go? How did she get that over Garcia Monge? And then the steal, getting the quick bucket in 3x3. You can't blink. It goes too fast. Naji on a mission. That would hurt Spain right there, and it does. Big, big, big bucket. The dagger. Cinco Palinskas. That's the way you got to play 3x3. Worry free, pressure free. Just let it fly, baby. Play aggressively. That's a nice take. Speeding up. No looking back. Nogues Martin. And Tozar Nemes will commit a travel. But Hungary up 4 at the first TV timeout. How about that? Naji has been spectacular so far in this game. And as I mentioned her name, she draws the foul. Nogues Martin. She misses. Good thing she got it off quick, because that would have been a 3-second call in the paint. Naji. Nice, but not nice enough. From the angle I had, I thought she was going to get that on the rim, but that was too short. Push away. Biagarojo pushed off illegally. Tozar Nemes throws it away. That's unfortunate. But Cinco Palinkas is a bit at fault here. Tozar Nemes was wide open. It's all about the timing. She freed herself up. And Rivas Palmer gets hers, rimming out, wide open, in transit. It's a game of inches. Nice seal, and the ball just cruel with the Hungarian fans. Very good defense by Naji. Thought about it. Tozar Nemes. Great job stealing. Nogues Martin, keeping her in her back. That's a tough shot. Rivas Palmer. Got it. And the game has a really nice pace, even though the scoring stays low. Quite entertaining. You can't play defense in the half circle. So that's going to be the first warning against Spain. Rush gets depossessed by the Biagarojo. Spanish ladies chuck deuces up. but unsuccessfully so far in this game. Mejaros depossessed for the second time in a row. Spanish lady is real stingy right now. Playing tough defense. Rivas Palmer forces it in, commits the foul. 15th foul against Spain. Rivas Palmer, a bit frustrated with her teammates. She wanted some ball movement. Nothing was unfolding. So she took it upon herself to try to find some kind of solution. Ball rimming out. Hungary playing very good defense. Oh, silly turnover. Throws it in the mess. Needs to do a better job. 3 seconds in the paint. And that's fortunate for Hungary as Rivas Palmer got the bucket. No love, Mejaros. The glass did not want to collaborate. Don't jump on the fake or you'll get burned. August Martin gets Team España within 2. Nagy, no love this time. Getting close to the second TV timeout. August Martin gives it up. Rivas Palmer. Too good. Too strong. Throws in the mess. Draws the foul. And gets it down. Tell you what. It's a good operation right here. Because not only will she get a free throw, but now Hungary is 1 foul away from bonus land. One shot. Throws in the mess. Knocks it down. 3-point lead. Hungary won't stop believing. That's a nice move. Got to convert. Rivas Palmer. And throws in the mess. Could not dump it off down low to Nagy. And Rivas Palmer ties the game up to 10 apiece. Big bucket getter. Cookies, cookies. That would be a backbreaker there. Good defense from Garcia Monge. We haven't seen offensively getting her groove on, but I'll tell you what, Team España can say muchas gracias to Rivas Palmer as she brought them back to a tie game. And this is not a good pass. Nogues Martin. 2 puntos. That's a bad miss. Cinco Palinkas. Inspired and see you later. Give you the dream shake. The fake with the spin. And the ball. Choosing its camp right now. That would have deserved to get something else. Rivas Palmer not well positioned to get that ball. Over the rim as she was looking for. Can Hungary turn it around? Throws in the mess. Sees the ball deflected on her leg. Yup. Good hands from Nogues Martin. If you keep jumping, Nogues Martin will drive, kick, and provide premium service on the platter to Garcia Monge on the board finally. It was in a mess. Trying to find something. Matched up with Monge. She won't find anything. Ball will be given back to Hungary. Timeout requested by Team Hungary. Spain feeling much better now. You know what you can expect from Team Spain. Resilience, competitiveness, and faith that they can turn things around even when it looks compromised. Rush. It's a good shot. The difference between the two teams is pretty simple. One team knocked down a few two-pointers, and another one saw the ball rim out quite a few times. Was in the mess, throwing up a prayer, not answered. And time is starting to run out. 13th foul against Hungary. Nice. The pass a little bit too far ahead of Zubiago Rojo. And Zubiago Rojo made the right cut too. Rivas Palmer put a little too much on it. Once again, close, but no cigar. Nice fake, the fundamentals. Rivas Palmer taking care of business. Sharp fundamentals. Nice efficiency. Ball rims out. And this is going to be too little, too late. Hungary not in position to turn things around. There's not going to be enough time on the clock. And this was the last chance right here. Spain will simply hold on to the rock. No need to force anything. Nogues Martin, mid-range. Swishity swish. Mejerosh breaks that one badly. And mismatch City down low. Nagy can't do anything about it. And Hungary gave away a lot of energy. They gave themselves a chance. But in the end, I love it, Mama, Papa, the big heart. We salute you. Lucia Rivas Palmer, mucho amor. por su familia. We're gonna watch some highlights. I just thought about what I said. I said por su familia. It's para su familia. Por and para. I'm just rusty, guys, with my Spanish. But tengo practicar. I need some practice. I need somebody to talk to me in Spanish. Anyhow, Spain taking control back of its destiny, but we're going to have a nice matchup at 7:35 p.m. tonight between Spain and France. But before this happens, we're going to take care of Turkmenistan and Germany. Germany, top of the group so far with an undefeated record, 2-0, and they're going to be looking to go 3-0, which should be a formality against Turkmenistan. No disrespect intended whatsoever. You better believe that. But in the end, Turkmenistan lost 21-4 against Spain and 21-6 against Hungary. Germany right now being the better team in the group. I don't expect Turkmenistan to give that big of a challenge to a very good German squad. But they're going to try their very best, and we wish them luck, obviously. The better game we have, the more fun it is. Team Dutchland looking impressive. They got length, they got toughness, they got playmaking ability. Keep an eye out for Maria Ilic, responsible of the dagger that took down a mighty opponent in full play. And if you want to do it all, not worried about doing the dirty work, not worried about how many points she scores, even though she's very impactful on the offensive end. Lisan Rauer, so important. Verena Saltao with the left in the paint, close to the cup. Mohamed Yahya and Julian Cabrera, the two referees for this game. And last but not least, Joanna Uppets can shoot it from a distance, but she's been really good around the paint, getting those buckets that make you feel a little bit safer. And when you want to talk about being homogeneous, bringing danger from all sides, Team Germany has three players that ended with 9 points after the first two games of pool play, of pool action. Illich, Rauer, and Soltau, each with nine. And don't think that Uppets is just there to watch. She has 5 points in those two games and those two wins for Team Germany. So can Turkmenistan propose some type of resistance against Germany? We're going to find out immediately. That's not going to be resistance enough. Rauer by herself to the cup. That was forced. There was an outlet pass available for Medine Arnepesova at the 45, but and Saltao stepped out of bounds. Uppets almost stealed it. That was a pretty good take. Illich contesting as good as she can. 6 seconds. The pass in traffic. Not going anywhere. Illich to the cup. That's too easy. Turkmenistan just gave up back-to-back drives. They need to contest a little bit better. Saltao with the steal. Rauer still position, going twice, gets denied, missing the first one. It was an easy basket. You got to capitalize on those. Ball saved, but given to the opponent. Illich lobs it up to Saltao, as she should. Favorable matchup. Yazabedieva could not do anything about that one. This shot coming off awkward. Yazbedieva could not get it on the rim. Rauer, cookies. Rauer turns it over. Oh, the execution needed a little bit of cleaning up, but the idea was the right one. Illich beats Saltao inside. Extra pass to Rauer, who's missing a whole lot of seemed to be easy buckets. Illich, hesitation, draws the foul. Turnover. Stepping out of bounds. Obviously not the most exciting game we're going to have today, and that's the way it is. But it's going to be interesting to see whether we can see some improvement from Team Turkmenistan and to see how serious Team Germany approaches this game, or whether they're going to make life hard on themselves. It's a good shot. You got to take what the defense gives you. At our great job sealing, establishing position early, giving an outlet to Uppets, and Uppets focused and ready, lobs it up as you want it to be lobbed. At our border control, not allowing anybody in the paint that doesn't have a red jersey on. Once again, good deflection. Illich gets it up, reverse to Saltao all the way. 5-zip. Beautiful shot. That's a bad pass from Rauer. First TV timeout. Drive, no foul. Uppets. Good contest. No bucket. It's going to be a foul against Turkmenistan. Second team foul. So Tao kicks it out to Uppets. Short and Rauer. And one. Germany could punch its ticket to the quarterfinals already. Not guaranteed a top seed yet, but for sure a spot in the top 8. And it's only a question of time to make it official. That was a good take. Yes, Badieva earns herself a free throw. Illich caught red-handed for excess contact on the opponent's forearm. Turkmenistan is on the scoreboard. Illich misses. Rauer going once, going twice, kicks it out. 12-second shot clock violation. Rauer did not connect with the iron. Block. Uppets throws up an airplane. Way too much gasoline in the tank. Second foul drawn. Against Salmina. Gets it down. She'll get her own miss. No. Bilic on an island. Misses once again. But steals it. Gives it up to Rauer. Once again, did a great job sealing her defender in her back. Hajimamidoe couldn't recover, had to commit the foul. Fourth team foul against Turkmenistan. So Tao gets blocked. Seven seconds left on the 12-second shot clock. Ilic on target belong. That's a great take. Sweet finish. Medine Arnipisova. Power, top of the key. Fakes the handoff. Takes it herself. Nice. Maybe you travel. Germany being first so far has been a very intense road for them. Nice pass. Good opening. That's how you execute out of the timeout, but you got to do a better job. Good thing Rauer stays with the plan. Uppets gets it to go. They're stat padding at this point. Both Rauer and Uppets missing easy lays, but getting their own misses. And Rauer and Uppets miscommunicated. If that pass went through, that would have been a wide open layup for Turkmenistan. But anyhow, Germany upsets France in the first game in overtime, 2018. The game winner from Ilic. Let me remind you, France is the defending silver medalist at the U18 World Cup. And then they upset Germany. They upset Spain late in the game. 12-11, not the prettiest of games, but you can understand, and I like what I just saw. The mid-range, high arc, flirting with the canopy roof, and dropping. Ilic missing, and Soltau staying with it. Can Yazberidieva come up with a few more of those? Ilic getting this bucket finally. So she heard me. Yes, she can. I asked the question, and Milana responded to that question. I want another one. Can you do that? Nice move, Soltau. There you go. ISO mode on Soltau. Oh, yes. Oh, no. The little jab. Ilic, long range. No. Rauer, offensive board. Try to sneak it past the opponent. Not happening. Illich turns it over. Rauer way short. The pass. The better work even from Rauer. Sealing in the paint relentlessly, always keeping her opponent in her back, giving so many easy basket opportunities to her opponent. And I think that was a quick whistle from the referee. The ball was turned over as the buzzer sounded. Probably should have let the game go on. Germany had advantage and recovered possession right before the expiration of the shot clock. We see the highlights. Yazberdieva with a few buckets, trying to give some life to Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan with 4 points. Puppets misses badly. Satao misses. She's going to earn a free throw, though. Now, can't come up with the bucket. Puppets all the way potentially. Gets it going with the foul. I don't really know how. The ball had a super flat trajectory, but it hit the backboard right on the good spot. So, Turkmenistan in foul trouble. 2 free throws coming up. Uppets knocks down the first. Misses the second. Gonna be a travel. Bunny hopping on the fake. You see the height difference between Uppets and Arne Pesova. From range. A target. Rauer tries to go on a Harlem Globetrotter dribbling spectacle. Less than a minute. Each tournament has a stinker of a game. Each tournament has one. The one game that, all right, we're trying to find things to get excited about, but it's just hard. And it's been the one for us so far. Soltau finishing with the right. Turnover right off the bat. Turkmenistan in transition. So this is what it is for us. That's the way it is. We expected the result to be Germany winning. Germany is going to win convincingly, but not so convincingly. The score is convincing, but the way wasn't. Nothing to worry about for the German ladies, who will have another game in full action to correct a few things and hopefully have much more efficiency. Down low, close to the basket. Illich gets Germany within 2 points of a 21-point win. Can they knock it down before the bonus? Illich gives it up to Uppets. Uppets with the bucket. So No 21-point win. Turkmenistan loses 20-4. Coming up next, we're going to the men's bracket, and this game, I can promise you, is not gonna be a stinker. You don't want to miss it. We're gonna have no other than Croatia and Latvia battling for supremacy in their group. All right, we're back in Debrecen, Hungary. Pool B, Latvia against Croatia. Who will finish top seed? Croatia and Latvia cleaned up the plate. Estonia completely messed up its opportunity to reach the top eight as they literally fumbled the ball against Latvia, and Latvia now in the driver's seat. Punched his ticket to the next round. That's going to be an interesting matchup. I can tell you one thing. The pace is going to be crazy. You can expect a whole lot of rim attacking and outside shooting from both squads. Juan Posmai and Maxence Carazedo are two referees for this game. So, Thailand started up this competition in Pool B losing 21-6 against Croatia. Then Latvia and Estonia pretty much played the game to define who out of the two was going to go to contend with Croatia for quarterfinals. And Croatia, the defending U17 European champion, joining the party of the U18 World Cup with a whole lot of ambition. And they showed us why so far. Croatia beat down on Estonia 21-13. After the beatdown, they gave Thailand. Latvia took care of business against Thailand the same way Croatia did. And after escaping Estonia, can Latvia make Croatia doubt? Can they take away from Croatia what seems to be promised to them? We shall see. Keep an eye out for Juraš Brikic, number 5 for Croatia, and Roko Cetina. These two boys, they will harass you defensively and they will attack you. Try to take you off the drive every single time down. But then Vito Mlatak, as we see the first possession with the great collaboration, quick ball movement, free up the dive and get the bucket. That's how you start. Vito Mlatak. I told you, Brikic to the cut right before the end of the 12 seconds. Mlatak got hot late in the game against Estonia and provided the great offensive boost they needed. Mlatak, they like great pass, but you cannot spoil dessert that way. Brikic makes up for the miss. Croatia leading 2-1. Tranovic could not secure the defensive board. That's another great execution. The dive, finding Peterniks. Once again, Mlatak Euro stepping his way to the cup and drawing the foul. Cetina leading Croatia in scoring, third in scoring after day one of competition for Croatia. 15 points after 2 games. But Brikic and Mlatak, both with 10. I told you, Team Croatia brings the danger from everywhere. And Petranovic, not here to watch only. 7 points for him. So, very complete squad, very dangerous squad. Peterniks knocks it down and the turnover. Almost. Mlatak trying to find Petranovic for a quick hitter in the corner. Going to be a travel. Good defense. Catching and shooting. That was a tough hit. Gustav Zaraj going Klay Thompson on his opponent. Did not even bring the ball down. Vito Mlatak tries to follow his own miss. Fails to recover the ball. Good idea, but poor execution. Zaraj would have been wide open by himself. Vito Mlatak gets blocked. Tina goes solo mode unsuccessfully. Croatia is at its best when the ball is moving around. Well executed right there. Mlatak by himself, the great feed from Cetina. Great defense right here. 12-second shot clock violation forced. Ivanovic rejected. Going all the way, dumping it off last second in the paint. That's a good look. Ginters getting some love. Ginters trying to give love back. Peternik saves it. Long range right there. Simpsons can't knock it down. Ivanovic under scoop. First TV timeout. Ivanovic will shoot a free throw right after that. For Team Latvia, Simpsons has led the team in scoring after 2 games. 13 points for him personally. And Peternik's not far behind with 10. Dynamic duo that really gave the opponent trouble. After that, Araj and Gintas still give a nice participation effort. 6 and 5 points respectively. 2-point game. And so far, Croatia has been good at slowing down Simpsons, but they have not been good at capitalizing offensively. And Petranovic with the great skill, great look. Ooh, just when I mentioned they did a good job slowing this man down, Simpsons reminded all of us, nah, not that good of a job. Latak misses. Simpsons wanted to double down, going over, kicking it out, extra pass. Yes, yes, yes. Peter Nix rewards the good team game. I did tell you that Latvia will shoot that thing. Brikic forces it. Latak finding Chetina. Guard to guard. 2-man action with the dive. And this man right here, Simpsons, connecting from far like Samsung, doing a great job providing that offensive power for Team Latvia. He's not their leading scorer for no reason. And he had to remind everybody why. Cookies. Cookies right back. Give me what's mine. Mlatak. Off the mark. Gintis. Switch his hand. Finishing left. Croatia in trouble right now. Brikic does what it does best. Daylight. I was about to have a bar right now. Keep it for later. Tina coming to life. And Simpsons doubting himself. He had a wide open look, and Gintis gets it up to get it down. Chetina needs to go much tougher. Raj off target. Croatia has not committed a foul yet. Mlatak just keep on spraying from a distance. But the spraying does not touch the target he's looking for. Second TV timeout, Latvia in control of this game. You still have a feeling that Croatia could turn it up. They haven't found any kind of efficiency from far. And it's a team that can shoot it much better. But they also have reverted to playing hero ball a little bit too much. I don't see the ball movement and the many options on the collabs that we saw yesterday, particularly with Brikic and Chitina. You see a lot of outside shooting from Mlatak. Petranovic is a bit discreet. Samsons. Contact. Gets a free throw. Trying to go for the kill shot. That's a bad pass on transition. Chitina. Let's see. Took a little while to develop, and Peternex is contested by Brikic well enough. Mlatak should have gotten a call here, but they let the advantage go. 5-point lead. Latvia still in the driver's seat. Cookies. Chitina gets it moving. Mlatak going fade away. Ball can be so cruel with you. Mlatak gets the ball right back. Chitina only made one today. He's out cold so far. Raj does not get any love either. The ball just rimming out quite a bit. And it's a shooting fest. I didn't say a scoring fest. See what I'm trying to say? Turnover. A minute 20. Croatia can still turn things around, but they need to come up with a few buckets quick. Right after this game, you're going to have the game of games in the women's bracket for Pool B action. France against Team Spain. España. France's long-tenured nemesis. Let's see Samson's trying to go night-night. Ain't happening. So Croatia recovers possession, and Croatia is starting to run out of time. Tina gives it up to Mlatak, and it's not working out for Croatia. Samsons gets the ball deflected. Petranovic shoots it quick, gets the friendly bounce. It's going to be a push in the back. So Croatia will retain possession, I believe. Yes, they will. That could work. Petranovic trying to go back to back, but the shot completely off to the left. Good thing Mlatak fights for possession. And Petranovic fights, and Samson's going night-night. Croatia, not on my watch. Mlatak gets it down, but 3 points. They're not going to have enough time, especially committing the foul. Now the clock is going to reset, and Croatia only has 2 team fouls. So before they even force Latvia to go to the free throw line, they're going to have to commit another 4. They're going to burn up a lot of time. And Samsons will get 2 free throws to ice this game for good. And Latvia, well on its way to finish top seed after being so close to get knocked out. When you look at the game against Estonia, Estonia had the control. It kind of looks like the game between France and Ukraine. France could have put Ukraine away. They did not. And in the end, as we see this shot from Petranovic canceled because of clear zone violation. At the end, Ukraine stole it away. That's exactly what happened to Estonia against Latvia. Latvia was dominated, and in the end, they took it. So Croatia will finish second seed. Congratulations to the Latvian, taking care of business and keeping up with the good work. And we are back. Next game up. Ooh, you don't want to miss that one. You don't want to miss any game, really. But this one, in the women's bracket between France and Spain, has so much value. So much. And In just a few moments, I'll tell you all about this matchup and the situation in Pool B. So don't go anywhere. Check ball in less than 5 minutes. Stay put.
Ladies and gentlemen, back to the winner's stage. The real battle from the Pool B. The two best of the nations are coming. Please welcome, first of all, Team Spain. Playing for Lucio Rivas. Playing for Inés Garcia. Please welcome on the court with white jersey, Estonia. And now it's time to meet the Masters runner-up. Please welcome on the court, Team France. Lady number 6, Charlie Gino. Queen number 16, Pauline Perret. Wearing number 66, Lana Petito.
All right, all right, all right. Pool B, the game that could decide potentially which team out of the two stays out in the cold. Let me explain to you. If Spain wins this game, they knock France out of the tournament. Let me say it again. They knock France out the tournament. But guess what? is France wins against Spain. They're going to be tied with the number of wins in this competition. But France still has one more game to play. And guess against who? Turkmenistan. So they pretty much would, at this moment, knock Spain out of the tournament. So it's a winner takes all type game. The pressure is on. You cannot mess around. You gotta be bringing your A game. The Spanish boys and the staff watching over the girls. Who will go to the quarterfinals? France or Spain? We're gonna find out just right now. Nice pass. Pocket from Giro. Gives it up to Perret. And if you want to know a little bit about the top performers, we talked about Spain earlier. I got to talk about France for you. Petitot, 13 points after the first two games. Rico, 10 points after the first two games. But you thought that was it? A dynamic duo? Forget about that. Rivas Palmer with the hook shot. That would make Kevin McHale proud down low. Perret with 9 points. And Giro with 7. So just kind of like what Spain is all about, the danger comes from everywhere. And Germany is in the same mold. I told you it's the group of death. One of the three will remain out. And as Germany already punched its ticket to next round with 3 wins, which team will be the second? You see the moving screen with the hips. Which lied this time from Garcia Monge. And the foul drawn. Charlie Giraud earns herself a free throw. To 1 lead. Nice footwork. That was given an offensive foul. Ooh, let me see that again. I'm not sure about that one. Let's be real. Petitot sold it the way she needed to sell it. So give her credit for that. That's going to be a moving screen on Pauline Perret. Rivas Palmer finds the mismatch down low. And Charlie Giraud got erased just like that off the spin move from Zubiaga Rojo. Perret. Tough, well contested by Rivas Palmer. Good hands, good defense. And, Rivas Palmer telling it. Referee Brigitta Shabai Coscoto, she's pushing me. Well, can't forget that's going to be a trouble. You can't be hopping on the catch. Rivas Palmer needs to toughen up in her matchup with Pauline Perret. Backdoor City. Travel call. The ladies on both sides bunny humping quite a bit. Bunny hopping quite a bit. There you go. France obviously does not have the size and strength close to the cup that Team Spain has. And Garcia Monge took advantage of Petitot, and Petitot said, look, you got me inside, I got you outside. Let's see who gets the win. Ball deflected. Charlie Giraud. We'll check the ball at the top. I like the matchup between Rivas Palmer and Perret. A lot of skill and tenacity on both sides. And Spanish ladies took way too long to set the offense up and to get it going. Moving screen once again. That's the travel once again. This level of competition, you're still going to have a lot of mental mistakes. The fundamentals are still something that are being worked on every day. Ooh, that was real nice until it was real ugly. That's unfortunate. Charlie Giraud, who erased her opponent off the head fake and cross. She got no lift in those hips to convert right after. Once again, Team Spain burning up through half the offensive possession. And Rivas Palmer, a little bit lucky to draw that foul. Was the play unfolded very static. The offense too stagnant. Rivas Palmer coming up big for Team Spain in the past two games. Charlie Giraud, see you later. It's too fast. And Zubiaga Rojo gets access denied. Pauline Perret stepping back. Missing. This time the lane open. She kind of faded away as she was executing her layup fundamentals. Obviously, you got to toughen up. Probably be the one to give the contact so that you're not the one getting bumped out of your own way as you go to the cup. So a pretty balanced matchup, the same way Germany against Spain was balanced, the same way France against Germany was balanced. I told you this group is made up with a three-headed monster. And unfortunately for one team, as we watch some highlights right now, and Rivas Palmer with the great fundamentals. One head got to be cut. Miss Martin following her own miss. So misses off the glass but draws the foul. Missing the free throw following her own miss. Just like Nogues Martin before her. Look at the defensive pressure. Nogues Martin fouls. You really got to appreciate the defensive intensity from Team France. making everything hard against Spanish ladies. That would have been a crazy hit. Interet. Beautiful. Off one foot, fade away. And the bounce. Getting Monje. A great opportunity. Close to the cup. No look. That's going to be a one-pointer. That's going to be a one-pointer. Pauline Perret showing the nice touch from the outside. Nogues Martin off the glass after putting Pauline Perret in the spin cycle. Extra dry mode. Got the ball pressure, the defensive intensity. Rivas Palmer can't get the hook shot to drop this time. Smash right through the middle, Petito. Well done. Nogues Martin. No touch. Monje on target but short. And once again, Petito, but no. Great take. Garcia Monje keeps the game close. Rico forced it up. Can't get it to go. Great execution, but you cannot miss that. Pulling dessert down low, that hurts. Garcia Monje missing what seemed to be so easy, and Spain a little bit lucky. Petito caught with a 3-second violation in the paint. Nice. Finding the mismatch, but once again, Garcia Monje going up too soft. She can't spoil those opportunities, and Petito, extra dry mode. Put the clothes back in the dryer. No call for the foul. Second TV timeout of the game, but France is getting a huge boost from Lana Petito. And Spain needs to press on mismatch situations if they manage to find Rivas Palmer or Garcia Monje down low, not matched up with Pauline Perret, tallest player on the French roster. Then they can give themselves a nice opportunity to not only make up the gap, but to potentially create one. And after this, Garcia Monje and company need to be much better finishing. Just like that, just as we mentioned it, Charlie Giraud couldn't contest Naya Zubiaga Rojo as she wanted. There's going to be warning for excess of discontent. We only saw the end of the play. It's a 50-50 call. Obviously, Ashley Goody is well positioned and has a better sense of the situation than we do. Oh, cookies! But the foul. C'est Enrico. Try to get on her Arsène Lupin mode. Great take. Lubiagarojo. Gonna go down to the wire. And Pauline Perret got her luggage on that move. Nogues Martin. Nogues Martin with the foul. And yes, that's the right call. Charline Giraud dropped the hammer off the bump. Both arms collapsed. And that's a huge turnaround for Team España. Enrico. C'est Enrico. No. Look at the ball pressure. Look at the ball pressure. Nogues Martin freed herself from the coverage from Charlie Giraud and the Spanish assassin coming up with a huge dagger. Petito getting shaken. Rivas Palmer got Perret jumping on her back. She got away from contact and missed. Giraud missing. Nogues Martin will give it inside. Rivas Palmer spinning around the world. Gets her own miss. Gets the bucket. Spain with momentum. Mid-range special. Her shooting is so smooth. Smoother than baby cheeks. And Rivas Palmer puts too much on it. Charlie Giraud, no. And Palmer stopped her dribble. Nogues Martin not going to pass it out. She's going to take what's for sure. The layup. Petito. The bright spot for Team France offensively, along with Pauline Perret. And Charlie Giraud suffered a lot defensively in this game, matched up with a very physical Spanish squad. Nice little mid-range, but there's a three-point gap that France can't seem to cover. Costly turnover. You see Rivas Palmer. A minute and 6 seconds is a long time, but France need a bucket right now. Right here, right now. Fatboy Slim style. Rico sends up a no-no and misses right after this. It's going to be the 7th team foul against France. Ooh. Spain can punch its ticket to the quarterfinal party if they maintain the lead in the last 53 seconds of this game. And Lucia Rivas Palmer is getting Spain that much closer to Deliverance. 1 for 2. France still has a timeout to take. We're going to keep it for later. C'est Enrico. C'est Enrico. Oh, c'est Enrico. Huge bucket. France needs to stop. No one can afford to foul. Great ball pressure. Rivers Palmer. Mid-range off the baseline. The ball rims out in the offensive board, but she misses. That's going to be France ball. C'est Enrico. Are we going to have a crazy ending once again? You remember a few days ago, France against Germany, how it went. 28 seconds. Charlie Giraud, great take. They have enough time to get a stop and get the ball again, but they cannot get scored on. Nogues Martin hands it off. Zubiaga Rojo gets it. Pauline Perret. They need a 2. They need a 2. They need a 2. And Giraud misses. Spain knocks out the defending silver medalist from the competition. France will still have one more game to play, but it doesn't matter. Germany and Spain. Germany first seed, Spain second seed. Great game. Great, great game. And we're back in Kossuth Square, beautiful venue. We just saw a nail biter between Spain and France, the same way Spain against Germany was, and the same way Germany against Spain was. The three-headed monster just got one of its heads cut, and we know who the two top teams out of Pool B are in the women's bracket. We're going to have a very short entertainment break. We'll be back in a few minutes for the last game of Pool B action in the men's bracket. It's going to be Thailand and Estonia playing for bragging rights and not being the only team winless in the group. So in just a few minutes, we'll be right back for the last 3 games of the day and the last 3 games of pool action before the last day tomorrow, with the tables all set up for some classic games, and we'll have 6 medals to give tomorrow. So we'll be right back. Don't go far.
So DJ S has a main role as well, because he is going to play the music, the walk-on music, and you have to recognize the music and choose from the three answers which is the best one. And the gift is the full 3x3 jersey with socks and the full jersey. We are starting in 2 minutes, so scan the QR code. In 2 minutes we are starting this live quiz. 2 percen belül kezdődik tehát a játékkedves közönségük. A tét az nem kicsi, ugyanis csak 3x3 szettel gazdagodva az ügyes és bátor jelentkező, aki a leggyorsabban fog az 5 bevonuló zenére helyesen válaszolni. So ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing for the live quiz and feel any just find yourself on the very screen. We are starting in a minute live quiz. You have to recognize the 5 walk-on music played by DJS, the best DJ for 3x3 World. Believe me, we have been working for about 6 or 7 years. DJ lesz tehát ezt a zenefelelős, 5 darab számot kell majd felismerni, 5 bevonuló zenét, 5 walks of music, and we are preparing for the game with a full 3x3 jersey, the shirt, the jersey, and the socks. Hi ladies, I hope you scanned the QR code. Most már nagyon közel állunk. Másodpercen előtt kezdődik a játék, szóval figyeljen mindenki. We're starting the live quiz, ladies and gentlemen, live quiz for the gift. So, for the answer. So where's Serie A? Dear Serie A, I'm waiting for you here on the giant screen to give you the 3x3 full set. Hello, after is for you. Gratulálunk, távolban gyorsan utatozás, illetve hova mindenek a melyik volt a legnehezebb számnak az ötközben, de a legnehezebb volt az is. Vagy azt tudja végig. Na hát megjegyzés, gratulálunk, akkor tiéd a nyeremény. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to the winner of this game! I guess it was a brilliant game, ladies and gentlemen, and we are just glancing back and forth. 3 more matches to come. You saw the Thailand, second in Hungary, Germany, and France to the Turkmenistan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, back to the court. Men's category, the last of the day 4. Between Estonia and Thailand, please welcome the crowds one by one. Starting with Team Estonia! Ready number 1, Martin Luis. Ready number 20, Roger Herman. Winner number 10, Gregor Brilla. And winner number 11, Ali Ansu. Please welcome the coordinator general in white jersey, Team Estonia. And now it's time to see the opponent for the 4 arenas. Please welcome Team Thailand! Playing number 9, Kosovo Zvijan. With number 3, Abdul Barwish. Playing number 25, Ali Tianun. And we are ready, Rafael Yokuya. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to the New Jersey team, Thailand! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the referees of the game. Foyer Egypt, Martin Carrazelo, France.
And we are set for the last game of full action in the men's bracket, period. Going to be the last game in Pool B, Thailand and Estonia. For bragging rights, Estonia can have so many regrets. So many. The way they lost that game against Latvia. And Latvia now is all smiles as they finish top of the group and looking onward to what will happen in the quarterfinals. And this man right here, Ungsaporn Srijan, every game he starts up with the two. Bang! Martin Ewick, even though one is less than two, this one still is spectacular. And the turnover. So that's pretty much the image of this team, Thailand. They can come up with some nice flashes and frustrate you right after with over dribbling and turnovers. It's a paradox, but it is the way it is. Team Estonia will have to deal with the speed and shooting ability of the Thailand guards, and they will have to impose their will in the paint to try to pull away from a very scrappy team. Going again, nice long range. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ratarit Young Yun. For Team Thailand, the top performers after the first two games of competition have been Young Yun with 8 points and Trijan Pungsaporn right here. Heard me mention his name but could not convert. Two guards with 8 and 7 points respectively. After the first two games, extra pass, wide open. And Thailand leading 4-1. That's a good take. Drawing the foul. Michael Ananda Barwish knocks it down, and Thailand challenging Estonia early, and good thing for Estonia. We got this man right here, Gregor Vanla, 5th scorer after day one of competition in the men's bracket with 13 points, but defensively you got to do much better. Barwish, back-to-back points for him. Mismatch city in the paint. The high gap between Ratarit Youngyuan and Martin Ewick is way too significant. Good toughness by Ewick, getting harassed by Young Ewan. Actually by Srijan. Cookies left open. Young Ewan can't convert. Oh, Young Ewan touched the ground, but what happened on that finish? That was ugly. Roger Ermit stuck with it. I don't know how. I don't know what happened. And Cookies. Ratarit Young Ewan. There's a feeling that right now Thailand just wants it more than Estonia. Estonia is a bit dejected with the way things unfolded for them. Obviously, unfortunate. But in the end, you got to take care of business when you got to take care of business. And right now, it's about bragging rights. Winning this game. Estonia is favored in this matchup, but Thailand is trying to do what Kyrgyzstan in the women's bracket, and trying to remember the other team that got away with the win. As I mentioned, that they were more than capable of doing it, and they surely did in the end. It's gonna come back to me. Just give me a minute. Egypt. There you go. Egypt and Kyrgyzstan beat out a better opponent on paper. Wants to play him ISO mode. He does so unsuccessfully. Good lob pass. You got to catch it, buddy. First TV timeout. Watching some highlights. Stepping back, 45. That was a good shot. All freed up. Young Ewan over pressuring, getting in his opponent's cylinder. Estonia has to do a much better job finding the mismatches in the paint. The opportunities are there. The fruits are ripe. Just got to go get him. Great screen and curl action right there for a wide open look. Srijan keeps styling up too, but not for long. Venla is having enough of that. Venla hugging it out with his opponent, gets caught by patrol. There's going to be only 1.8 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball did not touch anything. 12-second shot clock violation. Good take. Roger Ermit. And the take. ISO mode. Speed against height. Speed against strength. But look, he hesitated. Not for long. The dynamic duo, Ratarik Youngyun and Pongsaporn Srijan. Puts Thailand up 3. Long. Not gonna fool him this time. Great recovery. Arianus. Nice pull up. On target, but a bit short. And Thailand is going to shoot it up. That's their style, and it's understandably the weapon they've chosen to try to win this game against Estonia. They're not going to win the rebounding battle nor the post up battle. Nice pass. There you go. You can use that up. Roger Emmett. That's a very bad shot. That's one is much better. Off the drive and kick. Too bad the pass was a bit low. Srijan could not rise up quick. Tough bucket. Michael Ananda Barwish. Gonna be a travel. Good toughness. Young Ewan limping a little bit. Not sure what happened to him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ewick stepped on his toes. Ewick is a big boy. Cross. Great finish. Srijan up to par today. But the bucket, top of the key, tying things to 11 apiece. Not for long. Right back at you. Anawin Yatnan responds to the 2-point range bucket from Gregor. Ball deflected. Thailand keeps possession of the ball. 9 seconds left. Young Ewan. Ball did not get cleared. The ball did not get cleared. Ewick did not realize his feet were inside the 2-point arc. You can see that on the replay. And that's a shame for Estonia. Game could have been tied to 13 apiece. Good kick out pass. Yes. I like young Ewan's energy right now. Thailand cannot afford to foul, and they steal it. Playing clean defense. Barwish rewarding Young Ewan for the pass, and this time that's not gonna work out. Strijan matched up with Honus down low. Not gonna get any love. 1.6 seconds. You got to throw up a prayer, buddy. Not working out. The ball recovered. Seems pretty simple, doesn't it? But the truth is, Estonia has been very inefficient using that option all game long. There's a reason they're down 2, and it's twofold. For one, Thailand plays with a lot of confidence and belief in what they're doing. Number 2, Estonia is getting outplayed. It's as simple as that. They're still in position to take this game away. That's the 15th foul against Estonia. So the clock will reset. No reason to rush, even though the cup is wide open. Nobody home, no foul to commit. And if you miss the easy ones like that, it's not going to work out for you. Ooh, that would be the backbreaker. That's a silly foul right there. Silly, silly foul. Anawin Yadnan. Committing a useless foul with much time left on the clock, providing Estonia with an easy opportunity to close within 1. Sure enough, Anus capitalizes on it. And he's been unguardable. Marwish been so good. 13 seconds. Will Estonia ask for a timeout? Barwish, so efficient attacking closeouts. Don't commit the foul. Just let him score. And now just eat up the clock. Very smart. Estonia needs to foul right away. So, 3 seconds left. Srijan can win it for Thailand if he knocks both. If he makes one, there is still hope. If he misses both, Thailand could be heartbroken with a long-range dagger right before expiration. He misses the first. Estonia with a chance to tie things up. And the ball gets deflected. Thailand upsets Estonia who went to the semifinals of last year's edition of the U18 World Cup. Even though Estonia did not come up with a medal, it was a very deserving squad. One of the very best, top four finish last year and this year. Team worthy of quarterfinals on paper, but in the end, they failed to do so. And after that, they could not respond the way they should as champions, as competitors, to get a win. Thailand gets the win. Congratulations, fellas. Great game. They simply outplayed Estonia. Estonia could not impose its physicality in the paint, and Thailand shot their game, shot their way up to the win. And you have it. Final standings, Thailand finishing third after their win against Estonia. Latvia, top of the group, undefeated. Croatia, second seed. The bracket is over on the men's side, and it is very, very close to be officially over on the women's side as well. It will be officialized right after this game between Hungary and Germany. Germany already guaranteed to finish top of its group, having the head-to-head matchup with Spain favorable after their 1-point win. Hungary at home in front of their fans will try to finish on a good note. They did a really good job against Spain. They played really well, but unfortunately, they collapsed at the halfway point of the game and couldn't get their shooting together. They had a lot of inside-out misses. And now they're going to match up with a very confident Germany team. Let's enjoy this game. Second to last game of full action. Second to last game of the day. Here we go. The stands are packed for the home favorites, Hungary, in Debrecen in Kossuth Square. Can Hungary multiply on the effort they've provided against Spain? It's just as good of an opponent that they're facing right now. Ilic draws the foul and can't get the N1. Ilic had the spectacular game winner against France. He misses the free throw. Germany would love to finish undefeated to validate even more their number one seed that they already have obtained. But Hungary is a valiant opponent. Hungary is not going to go down easy. And Upets got the ball taken away from her. By the way, I corrected my way of pronunciating Upets. Thanks to Coach Samir Suleiman. Much love, brother. Thank you for the message. I love when people send me messages to either give me some unknown infos about players or share with me the pronunciation of their names. That's the way it needs to happen. So if you want to do so for someone else, as Mejerosh turns the ball over, then you hit me up at in _Zar _Gram, and Upets gets another bucket for Team Germany. 2-zip. Upets with the steal. Ball deflected. Still possession of Germany. A 1-0 lead for Germany. So there was a technical foul against Germany. I won't lie to you. I can't tell you why. I didn't catch that. The camera was not on the referee. I don't know who complained or did not or what happened. All I know, it's a 1-1 game. And Rauer misses yet another one. She hasn't been efficient like on her first day of competition, converting opportunities close to the basket. She struggled a little bit more today, but she's been just as efficient and spectacular in all other aspects of the game. Ilic goes for the two-lady action with Rauer. Ball is turned over. Good defense by Tozar Nemes. Saltao will make it back. Attacking the closeout. Tozar Nemes gets in on the glass, but he does not connect with the hoop. And Saltao almost made a mistake of trying to attempt a shot. Ilic, the spin, a nice finish. Travel. Pivot foot, too unstable. Nice. Great feed by Ilic. And Upets with a sweet cut right through the middle. Germany, legitimate medal candidate. I'm gonna say contender, but it's the same. The law pass was well done. But the thing that you have to really appreciate is how Rauer always locks up her opponent and provides good passing angles to her teammates. Ilic, ISO mode. She snatches it back, goes for the two, just for you. Watch this move. Get back. You don't know her like that. Yes. Those are the mess. To the bucket. Ilic gives it up to Soltao. This is going to be a ball earned back by Hungary. Nice. Sinkapalinkas. That's what Rauer does so well. She is keep the defender in her back. Mijarosh, a bit short. Sinkapalinkas, back-to-back buckets. 5 apiece. Nice pass by Ilic. And nice finish by Soltao. Mijarosh. Off target. Attacking that closeout. Fortunately, she kind of rushed the finish. Ilic, long range. Can I say bang, bang? Because that's 2 points, baby. Ilic on point tonight for Germany's last game of full action. And Soltao. A fast break of her own. Rupert's kind of collapsed. We don't know what happened. And Mijarosh was wide open. Ilic and 1. She's been unguardable for Hungary. Going on a great offensive tear. Ilic knocks down the free throw. Those are the mess. Elevates for the mid-range. Sinkapalinkas. Nice lob pass. Rauer missing, but you got to appreciate the feed from Ilic. Rauer. Bottom. Mijarosh misses. Rupert's managed to save it, and Rauer, barbecue chicken down low. Those are the mess. Can't do anything about that one. Mijarosh put on the timeout right there. Rauer having none of that nonsense. Rupert's beautiful. The cross, the drive, and the dish at the end. The nice dump off. Things are turning sour, particularly if Rupert's can knock it down, and she does. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Those are the mess. some kind of reaction, but our feeling herself the way her team is feeling right now. Untouchable. 18-8. And Frauer starts knocking down twos. It's a wrap. Upitz. It's understanding with Saltao. She's gonna have to shoot it, and she does. Nice take. Throws in the mess. Shaken up by the change of pace. And that's a nice hit. Mejerosh playing for pride, but it did not clear apparently. Second TV timeout. Germany is mighty close to cleaning up the plate. How long can Hungary hold on? The game is soon finished, but Mejerosh says, look, as long as there is time on the clock, there is hope in our hearts. 19-12. 16 foul against Hungary. Foul trouble. Illich tries to find an angle. Foul drawn. And she's going to have 2 free throws to claim victory and a perfect record for Germany. Knocks down the first. And this game is over for perfect record. For 4-0 record for Germany. Hungary living with honors. They fought, played well, but just could not play well enough in the group of death to survive and qualify. Look at the beautiful aerial view of Kossuth Square tonight. Day 4 of the FIBA U18 3x3 World Cup. I hope you've enjoyed the action the last 4 days in my company. I hope that you've seen the promise of days to come in this great sport of 3x3. We've had on display some of the best new up-and-coming talent from all around the world. They did a great job. And now we have the last game of Pool B action in the women's bracket, and it's the last game of pool action, period. So this will give you the full bracket for the quarterfinals. Turkmenistan and France will play for bragging rights, but the defending silver medalist is out the tournament. France, with the loss against Spain after its loss against Germany, will not make it to the quarterfinals. Just in a few moments, we're gonna have the check ball. Stay put. Coming right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last game of day 4 here on the U18 World Championship. Our next match of the last one is from the women's stage will be France to Turkmenistan. Please welcome the ladies, starting with Team France. Playing number 6, Charlie Giraud. Now 16, Pauline Perez. Way number 66, Laurent Petitbon. And number 9, Sarah Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for the white jersey team, last year's silver medalist, Team France. Now let's check the opponent from Central Asia, Turkmenistan. Playing in the red, Milana Yaskarieva. Playing in the violet, Jede Harimanga. victory against Hungary, two losses against Germany and Spain. So if Germany and Spain qualify for the next round. On the other side, Turkmenistan, four matches, three matches and three losses against Hungary, Spain and Germany as well. A két csapatnak igazából mindenfelé már beáll a franciák, igaz, hogy meglepték a magyar
And
válogatott.
we're here, the last game of the day, Turkmenistan against France. For bragging rights, Turkmenistan will start with the ball. Turkmenistan is going to be obviously outmatched by a very talented and dynamic Team France. But it's great for the experience. It's great for the process of growing and learning. First bucket, second bucket. Just like that, 15 seconds in, already down 2-0. And she did not clear. The pass was well thought of, but Ashley Goody paying attention. Ball turned over. Tito going for the handoff action and the silly crossover, but Chaligio misses. $1 million move, 5-cent finish. Unfortunate for France. Second shot clock violation. Bad pass right there from Enrico. France started off real good, and now the offense having a little bit of trouble to capitalize on opportunities. Foul drawn against Petito. There's going to be a free throw for Milana Yazbedieva. She misses. It was the offensive rebound from Haji Mamedova. Haji Mamedova. So Turkmenistan will check it back at the top. Look at the defensive pressure. Plus up the shot clock violation. Charlie Giraud, moving screen from Pauline Perret. Obviously, France wants to finish on a good note. There's going to be a back-to-back 12-second shot clock violation. France will check the ball at the top. So Enrico tries baseline and gets the bucket to go. Almost stole it, Petito. Things look promising for France after 15 seconds, but France has had a hard time offensively, as defensively they've forced Turkmenistan to commit multiple 12-second shot clock violations in a row. Said Enrico too fast. Rejects the screen and goes right to the bucket. Steal. Pauline Perret, a bit long on target. Ball will be given back to France. Petito, long range, off target. Ball deflected. Nice hands. Ball deflected on the Medin Arne Pesova's foot. So then they go. Got the ball on the rim. Foul. Charlie Giraud. Playing very serious defense. France with 14 fouls already. Nice pass. Beautiful execution. The dive from Janet Hajimamedova with the feed from Yazbedieva. Just as nice. First TV timeout. 4-1 score. France slow pacing this game right now. Playing very good defense, but not coming up with the right rhythm offensively. No efficiency from long range. And Turkmenistan coming up with the first good offensive possession of the game, being forced most of the time of either turning it over or committing 12-second shot clock violations. Just like that. Perret gets the bucket. Oh. It might be the record for the number of 12-second shot clock violations forced by a team against any opponent in the history of the U18 World Cup. France not messing around. Great backdoor. Charlie Giraud this time will not miss. And another one. DJ Khaled style. I think that's 6 already. So Enrico breaks that one badly. Really off target. There's a problem with the shot clock, apparently. Let's check that out. Ball on the rim. Mismatch. Pauline Perret needs to convert that layup. Lacking a little bit of toughness on the finishing touches. But she will have one free throw. That's the first team foul against Turkmenistan. Pretty shooting form. Ooh, the cross. But Céline Rico was not having any of that. All the way, drawing the foul.
And here comes the second one.
And Petito deflects. Ball did not touch the rim. Recovered by Céline Rico. Coming off the screen, Petito off the mark. Fast break City. Good pass. Pauline Perret. That was a good shot. That's the diva. Almost had it to drop. Finally finding Pauline Perret. Pauline Perret with the defensive pressure, forcing the turnover. Céline Rico mishandles the dribble. Misses the layup. That's an open look. You got to take it. Good shot. But no sugar. Salmina getting no love. And Céline Rico neither. Sixth-team foul against France. We're getting close to the second TV timeout. And that's the seventh team foul. Charlie Giraud. Caught red-handed, reaching for the cookie jar. Yazberdieva can't get it to drop. Oh for 2. But another offensive board and another foul drawn. Good job. Janet Hajimamidova fighting, trying, doing a good job being present. Now she needs to convert. Unfortunately for Turkmenistan, she does not. One for 2. Oh, that was pretty right there. Off the bounce, mid-range. Great technique. TV timeout, number 2. Turkmenistan would check the ball at the top after the second TV timeout. Can they come up with some movement? That's a good take. It's not the first time that Yazberdiyeva has taken advantage of the check ball to attack straight up to her strong side. She's done a very good job. Turkmenistan has not scored over 4 points in any of the games that they've played so far. So let's see if against France they'll manage to top it up. And that's a great take once again. The fake of rejecting the screen, and Charlie Giraud finally gets one to go. Fortunately for Yazberdiyeva, who's been by far the best player for Team Turkmenistan in this tournament. She mishandles the ball and turns it over. Petito steals it. Fast break of her own. She draws the foul. Actually, I stand corrected. They went 24 against Germany and 21-4 against Spain, but they did 21-6 against Hungary. So I stand corrected. I had to check it, and I realized that the math wasn't fully mathing, it was half mathing. Long range, San Enrico misses. Ball recovered, and Pauline Perret gets France 1 point closer. San Enrico, Perret refuses the shot. Finally took it. And the flash, and Perret missing the layup. That's uncharacteristic. Another steal. Enrico. Petito took it on her own. Could not save it and stepped out of bounds. Turkmenistan will request a timeout. Double dribble. Giraud. Short. Good feet inside. You got to come up. Lacking that little sum. Oh, the crawl. Charlie Giraud and Petito spoiling dessert. She was spoon fed. Wide open look. Free throw is off. Who else? Who else? But Milana Yazberdiyeva. San Enrico responds right back. She's so shifty, even though she misses this one. Another steal. San Enrico draws the foul. travel. It's unfortunate for Turkmenistan, so many turnovers, but also you have to give credit to the great defensive activity. Team France, they respected their opponent. That's all that you can ask for. Dive. It's going to be a bit too far. Another turnover. We're 43 seconds away from being done with pool play. And Petito seals the deal. Team France is obviously disappointed. Petito is tearing up. They're out of the competition. They are dejected. The reigning silver medalist won't participate in the quarterfinals. Turkmenistan kept on trying. I got to give a shout out to Yazberdiyeva for her aggressiveness and overall play. Let's watch some highlights before we see the bracket. So here you have it. Final standings in Pool B, the group of death in the women's bracket. Germany, Spain, and France. The trio, Germany with a perfect record. Spain will match up with Team USA in the quarterfinals. Pool D, in the women's bracket, the US and Poland came out on top. New Zealand, just like France, with an even record, 2-2. Here are your brackets in the women's. Ukraine against China. That's going to be a good one. United States against Spain. Might be the only team capable of challenging Team USA. And Germany against Poland to finish with Japan against Mexico. Latvia and Croatia coming out of Pool B on top. Thailand with a nice win against Estonia to finish the day. In Pool D, France, Ukraine, and Slovenia. That was the group of death in the men's bracket. And Slovenia, reigning bronze medalist, out in pool play. No quarterfinals, nothing. Ukraine and France, top of the group. USA against Hungary, France against Croatia, Latvia against Ukraine, Germany against Spain. That's going to be a good one tomorrow, guys. You don't want to miss the action. Knockout round tomorrow in Debrecen. Meet up in Kusut Square and let's enjoy the action. So, your host, Angelo Zagorakis, signing out for the day. I wish you all to have a good rest. And don't be late, because tomorrow, mid-afternoon, we get it going. Have a good night, y'all. See you tomorrow.